Hey, what's up, guys? This is Youth Man, and this is my friend Brad. Brad was featured in a previous video. We did the Monolith versus the SVS PB16, and Brad has that killer deep voice.
In a world.
I don't know how well the microphone will pick it up, but
that's him, man. So that's like literally, we didn't do any editing on the voiceover for that. So, man, super excited to have Brad in the video. Brad's been a friend of mine for maybe 8 months now, and we've been hanging out and just kind of enjoying home theater together. And so I invited him over because each one of these speakers right here today, we've got the JTR RS2. There's 2 of these subwoofers. Each one of these is a dual 18. So there's 2 18-inch woofers, total of 4 18-inch woofers inside a sealed enclosure. So I am super pumped to get these set up in the theater room. So today we're just going to do an unboxing and a brief overview, kind of talk about the speakers, take a look at them first. So enough talking, let's get to unboxing.
do it.
Let's do this one first here. Now these speakers weigh, I think they're right at 220 pounds a piece. So you definitely don't want to be moving these around by yourself. And I tell you what has really helped out is I went to U-Haul today and rented a big furniture dolly, and that was literally made it so easy. Now while Brad's opening up that side, one thing I really like about this already is just the tightness of this box. I know with previous subwoofers that I've reviewed, they're like this big massive box, and this really fits exact. Now, granted, there's not a lot of cushion in here. I can see there's no padding, but it's basically on the one thing that Jeff has done on the pallet that I've never seen a company do is there's an actual kind of foam cushion on the bottom, so that kind of helps to minimize the shock there. Dude, this is insane, man.
This is crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is the back here too.
Let's do this. So this is the back side. Okay, so that's flush, but I still don't want to lay that down. Right. So we'll, but I don't want to do it on the other side either. So let's move this one down that way. Give us some more room here. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay this on its side, and we're going to kind of slide it out, I think is the best thing. So we'll kind of come back this way. And then let's go. That's just, I mean, 220 pounds, man. That's nuts. So we'll come back this way. Like I said, guys, get some help with this.
I need a third person.
I attempted to, considered doing this by myself. See, I don't want to. Okay, so one thing I'm looking at is this is pretty flush, but it almost seems like these are a little bit further than the.
Yeah, they're.
So I don't want to lay it down. What would be the best thing?
If we cut the back open.
Then you're on the woofer side.
Right. But however, if we cut the back open, one of us could hold the box, the other can kind of push part like of this out so we can get it over. Does that make sense?
I got an idea. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get 2 towels.
Oh, 2 towels. I'll talk to the camera while you're talking.
Ain't nobody can hear you.
I know, it's great. Great, I can say whatever I want. Michael's the worst.
He sucks.
He sucks.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take 2 towels. We'll just kind of fold them a couple times. Maybe something like that. And what'll happen is when we lay this down, I think we can even do it like that, Brad. So as we lay it down, now it's gonna be up off the ground, and I don't have to worry about these knobs. Does that make sense?
That does.
I think that'll work.
Right.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. All right. So this literally is like just a super tight fit. So we're just gonna slowly come up here. Like a lot of suction, you know, with the air. And then it's wrapped in this cellophane kind of
clinging to the side of the box.
Yeah. Here it comes. Here it comes.
It's a boy!
Oh my goodness, man.
Wow.
Woo. All right, let's see. Is that magnetic? Probably magnetic. Yes. Nice. I love it when a manufacturer uses magnetic grills. Really nice, thick, 3-prong power cable. Lay that off to the side. Really nice, thick gauge there. Take a look at it's made out of wood. We've got magnets back here, felt. Sweet. So we'll lay that off to the side. All right. So now, got all this stuff. So we're not gonna like unwrap this because they've done a beautiful job of that. So we're gonna need to grab the knife.
Right there.
And we're gonna be real careful not to scratch this. So let's do this ever so gently. And we'll probably fast forward through this. So one thing I'm already thinking about is how in the world am I gonna get this back the way it is when I ship it back? Well, we might be buying these. Who knows?
I won't be here for that.
You're not gonna help?
Oh, I mean, sure.
Man, that's some big woofers, bro.
We could do a whole ASMR video out of this. Cool. Smell it already.
Smell like a fresh woofer right there, man. Dude, these look bad. I can't wait to show you guys. Yes, my knife isn't super sharp because I keep on doing all these unboxings.
I was like, I trust you.
Man, those look bad. Don't they look rad?
Oh, man.
Smell it. What does it smell like?
Victory.
Victory. Oh, the smell of victory. Well, we're going to find out shortly, that's for sure.
These are huge.
All right, so there's nothing on your side, right?
Nope.
No feet? So there's no place to screw feet on here. Yours is flush on the bottom too?
Yep. No
Cool.
screw holes or anything.
All right, cool. So we're going to go...
This way? Just lift it that way and then lift it back? Or
I'll tell you what. Because we want to get out from under this. So if you can kind of tuck yours under and maybe we'll go that way, I think. There we go. All right, so we're going to go to the right. All right. So the towel worked out great, just bunching that up. What I was concerned about, guys, and actually I'm glad, because looking at this, the 4 knobs here are just barely extend beyond this. So I was afraid if we laid them down on the carpet, it might actually push on those, because you got 220 pounds pushing against that amplifier. So that was a good idea to do that, to protect that. So let's take a closer look at this bad boy. The RS2 has a frequency response down to 16 Hertz, but in-room response you can get below 10 Hertz, which is absolutely insane. Each unit measures 40 inches high by 21 inches wide and 18 inches deep, weighs 220 pounds, and comes in a matte black lacquer painted finish. JTR offers a 5-year manufacturer warranty as well as a 3-year warranty on the amplifier. All right, guys, we've got both of these unboxed, and honestly, man, looking at these things are beasts. Are they not?
they're insane.
This is absolutely ridiculous. So as you can see, I'm 5'11". Brad is not quite 5'11". But these are 220 pounds a piece. They've got a nice finish here. We'll take a close look at that. One thing I noticed, these drivers are like ridiculously firm. Look at this. I'm pushing in and they're barely moving, but I bet when we feed these jokers 4,000 watts continuous, they're going to move. We're going to have some serious excursion. Really, really thick foam here. It may not be foam, maybe like a rubber surround, but regardless, that is just really thick. On the back, if we look at the rear and we take a look at the amp plate, up at the top left, we've got our on, auto, and off switch. So you can either leave it on all the time, or you can let it sense the signal and automatically turn on and off. We've got controls for gain, LFE adjust, crossover frequency, as well as a delay. Below that, we've got XLR inputs as well as an output, so you can daisy chain multiple subwoofers. Now, one really nice feature I already see is there's a 12-volt trigger. What that allows you to do is on your receiver or your pre-pro, you can actually connect a cable from the receiver or the pre-pro to the subwoofer, and that will turn it on and off based on that signal that it receives. Then over to the right, we have our unbalanced RCA inputs. And then at the bottom, we've got our main power on and off switch, a fuse in the middle, and then over to the right, we've got our IEC power connection. Now this amplifier puts out a massive 4,000 watts continuous, so that's a lot of power that we're gonna be pushing these dual 18s. All right, so I know I can't wait to get these both set up. We're gonna do some demos. We're gonna see what we can destroy in my home theater. I think that's probably a pretty good assumption that we might be able to do that. What do you think, Brad?
Maybe knock a couple more speakers off the wall.
True, true. I think we might, there might be some level of concern there for knocking some stuff down or destroying it. But what I believe that these are gonna do is just provide some really, really deep output in my room. They're rated down to 10 Hertz in-room response. Having dual sealed is going to be really sweet behind my 150-inch screen right here, because with my ported subs, I have dual SVS PB16s. The screen does move. Now, granted, I don't see that. The only time I actually notice it is when the lights are on. When the lights are off, you won't see it move at all. But these, I don't know, they may actually move it just as much or more, just because of the mass that they're basically pushing out with the quad 18s. So going from dual 15s to quad 18s, do I have issues? Maybe so. But we're gonna go through this together. Invite you to join along. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we're gonna be having some fun with these subwoofers. Now, if you're interested in more details about the RS2s, I'll leave a link to them down in the description below. You can check out JTR's website. Now, JTR makes some pretty crazy, ridiculous subwoofers like this. They also make some pretty awesome looking home theater gear, especially for behind an acoustic transparent screen like I've got. A lot of his speakers, he's got regular kind of tower looking speakers where you got a tweeter on the top and then drivers below that. But he also has some in what they call a MTM configuration. So basically you've got a woofer on top, a woofer on bottom, and then a tweeter in the middle. And so that would work perfect behind an acoustic transparent screen. And so hopefully maybe sometime in the future, we can maybe get 3 of those, put them behind the screen, and hear what those sound like. But I know we're gonna have a lot of fun with these. We're gonna have a blast. Brad's gonna be along for the ride. We're gonna do some demos as well as some testing using REW. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. God bless. We'll catch you in the next video.
Out of context, if someone were to just watch you talk to the back of that,
yeah,
they'd be like, he's lost it.
Yeah, for real.
That's, oh my gosh. That's just nuts.